Why Operation Wormwood? It is a fictional account, but it certainly resembles situations with which we're all too familiar in this region.
Well, I think, the only way to tell a great story is to go out and live it. And I worked in the RCMP for 17 years. So the book is based on real crime, but it is a fiction. And nothing fuels the imagination more than real facts do. Sometimes, you and I know from working in news and policing is that you can't make some stuff up.
And why this particular tale here? It certainly bears resemblance to what happened at Mount Cashel. Is it largely based on that?
No, it's based on a lot of different scenarios. The book is about child abuse. And one of the things I hear from people, when we talk about the book is they say, oh, I don't want to read a book on child abuse. But this is how child abuse continues, is that people put their head in the sand and they don't want to hear about it. But the book is about educating parents on how to protect your children, in a fictional way. But it's, I'm trying to get it out there to keep people talking about it. This is how we stop child abuse, is you talk about it.
And there has been some retribution, I guess, to victims through the court system, although they're relatively minor in many cases. But this is about another form of retribution. Just tell me about that.
Well, the book gives vengeance to victims and creates paranoia among pedophiles. And the one thing I wanted to do was to give victims of sexual abuse some type of closure, and I wanted to put the fear of God into abusers. And that's what this book is about. And I've had one victim of abuse tell me that after reading the book, they took it and sent it to their abuser and said, this is justice. Because there is no justice for victims of child abuse, that you could put somebody in jail and they'll go to jail for a couple of months, but the victim is in jail for the rest of their lives.
One thing that really struck me is the number of innocent victims that there are in these situations. I'm thinking of the priesthood itself and how many priests were not pedophiles, but were almost treated as if they were after Mount Cashel.
Well, that is probably, one of the saddest things to think about is that, unfortunately, a whole religion was painted with the brush of being a pedophile. And the truth of the matter is there are a lot of really good priests and nuns and reverends who really did answer a call and are trying to do their best and really love their jobs and believe in God and want to help people. And unfortunately, they all get painted with that brush. And in Operation Wormwood, this is not an anti-religious book. It basically just touches on religion. But there is a character in the book, Father Peter Cooke, and he is actually one of the heroes of the book. He's a good priest, and he wants to stop this. So there's a lot of really good people who are part of the Catholic religion and Anglican religion and Pentecostal who really are called by God to do their work.
Is there another book in the offing anywhere?
Well, the book, Operation Wormwood, is published through Flanker Press, and they've been amazing. And my contract with them is to write a book every year for the next 5 years. So there is another book coming. It's called Operation Vanish. And that book is actually about missing women in Newfoundland and Labrador in the 1950s, and a RCMP corporal who is investigating these